Your money's working and somehow it still feels disconnected from your life. In this video, we're going to look at how that disconnect forms, not through tips or tactics, but by noticing a few places where money and life slowly start to drift apart. One of the first places this shows up is in stability. When money systems work, they fade into the background. Payments happen automatically, savings move on schedule, nothing demands attention. Typically, that's a good thing. Stability creates safety, but it also can create stillness. When systems work, they stop being questions, and when they stop being questioned, they stop being updated. Life changes, priorities shift, values evolve, but the money setup stays frozen. So on surface, everything looks fine, but underneath, the fit starts to break. And that's how money can stay organized while slowly drifting away from what matters to you now. When money no longer quite fits, pressure tends to build up. Decisions feel heavier. There's a sense that something needs to be done quickly. When you slow it down and look closely, most of those deadlines aren't real, they're emotional. Discomfort creates urgency. Uncertainty speeds things up. Urgency feels productive because it gives relief. It creates movement. But movement isn't the same as direction. When urgency takes over, the next thing that shrinks is the question being asked. Most money decisions default to safety. Can I afford this? Will this cause any problems? Is this allowed? Those are useful questions. They prevent obvious mistakes, but they're small. They protect the moment, not the life you're building over time. That's why so many decisions feel flat, not wrong, just unfinished. The numbers work, but the choice doesn't feel complete. Wider questions doesn't always guarantee perfect answers, but they do give decisions a greater sense of purpose. Even with better questions, money can still feel heavy. That usually comes down to structure. Many systems never really settle. Budgets stay adjustable, accounts need constant checking, choices stay open. Each one of these steals a little bit of your attention. On their own, they don't really seem like much. Together, they create constant background noise. This isn't a willpower problem, it's a design problem. Clarity grows when decisions close, when money stops asking for your attention and starts giving it back. There's one more place this shows up and it's easy to overlook. It's in who you've become since you set up the system in the first place. Sometimes life changes faster than money systems. A setup that once worked can start to feel restrictive. Not because it's bad, but because it reflects a version of you that no longer exists. When money doesn't evolve alongside identity, friction builds, motivation fades, decisions feel heavier than they should. Money feels easier when it's allowed to change as life does. What makes all this tricky is that these breakdowns rarely appear on their own. Stable systems hide misfit. Misfit creates discomfort. Discomfort creates urgency. Urgency narrows questions. Narrow questions flatten decisions. Open systems drain attention. Outdated systems resist who you are now. None of this means you're bad with money. It just means your money hasn't been revisited with the same care as your life. If any of this felt familiar, leave a comment with what stood out. Noticing where things start to drift makes the next choice feel like it actually fits in your life. For more conversations like this, you can subscribe to keep building a more intentional relationship with your money. That's your mindful moment, and as always, stay healthy and wealthy.